Alright, here we are. Today on Lime Shop SC. We're going to be looking at this carburetor on this club car right here. On the Predator 459. If you look at my recent videos, or not recent videos, but I made a video building this thing, a couple videos building it. About a year ago, year and a half ago, I don't know. And the kids dogged it out for a long time. And it's been a good ride. I mean, it's good. It runs good when it's running. But it's all factory carb and airbox and everything. And so I wanted to keep it as factory as I could. So what we're going to do on this video today, we're going to be changing this carburetor out. And we're going to be changing the oil. So that's what we're going to get into. I ain't cranked this thing up in like 2 months now. I don't even know if the battery's going to have a charge. What it was doing was it would crank up and run, but then it all of a sudden would just start running like crap and cut off on you. So I'm starting with the carburetor because I'm just running the regular pump gas through it. I'm not running nothing special, no non-ethanol, no nothing like that. Because that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to just run regular pump gas. And like I said, it ran great for about a year and a half. The kids were ripping on it every other day at least. And I've been building a front porch roof, and it was winter time, and so now we're gonna get it back up and going. We'll go out here and see if she'll turn over. If not, we're gonna have to hit it with a jump pack. Most likely gonna have to hit it with a jump pack. And she does me like that. Now we got to get to it. Alright, so I don't think it's the pulse pump now. That pulse pump's fairly new. I think it was just needed to be primed, which was a fiasco. You got to take syringes. You got to prime the fuel line to get it all back in there. I got it running after I got towed back by my neighbor. Shout out to Tracy. I had it running here in the shop, and then it was doing what it has been doing, which I believe is the carburetor. So I'm about to start busting down this airbox in this carb. You can see I got a factory airbox. If you look at this hole in the seat, a lot of people they'll do the stage 1 carburetor and air filter, and I was gonna do that, but I wanted to leave this thing as factory as I could because factory engines typically run better. This thing's got plenty of power as it is factory. So I cut this hole in this old wood right here, and every now and then you can feel that engine romping on your butt a little bit, but it's worked well. So I'm about to bust this thing down. Alright, so here we are. I got the new carburetor in. I had talked about maybe previously in this video of modifying a generator carburetor. I'll insert a clip of me doing that kind of stuff. But it did not work. So I had a generator carburetor. So instead I just picked up the factory carburetor. Well, it's not a factory one, it's aftermarket, but for this Predator 459 engine. It come with a spark plug, new spark plug. So we're about to install this carburetor on the rat rod and go from there. Hopefully it solves my shutting off issue. I was having to prime the fuel pump, which hopefully it looks like I still got some fuel in the line, so hopefully I won't have to prime it. Because if you let it sit for a long time, you have to prime it, or I do at least, because it'll leak down. So we're gonna get at it. I'm gonna show you one thing you got to do to these carburetors before you put them on, because I have a modified choke plate installed on this engine, where I can use a choke cable to choke the engine instead of having to open up the seat and choke it when I'm trying to crank it on a cold morning or cold afternoon or what have you. So there's a step that you got to do on this carburetor. You have to knock this little tab off, not this one, but the one in the middle right here, because that little tab is like a tensioning tab, and it makes it where it puts some tension on this. So you want this to free spin, and all you do is you take a flat head and you just knock it off. I'm going to show you that in a second. All right, here we go. All right, so you got your little tab right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's right there. And all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this thing down like so. Get it in a position where it kind of sits on itself. You take this flathead screwdriver right here. We're going to knock this thing off. You're trying to find a good position to do it. Basically, you just beat it off of there. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but this is how I know how to do it. I might put it in the vise, I don't know. It's just aluminum. You might can actually grab it with like a pair of needle noses and break it off. So I might try to do that real quick. I'm gonna try to break it off with these strippers that I got laying around the shop. Needle nose on there. Yep, there you go. Bam. It just snapped right off. So now this thing spins more freely now. Okay, it's just like a tensioning stick, or however you say it. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna throw this boy on there. We're gonna throw this thing on here now. We're gonna, fingers crossed, that it's just a carburetor issue, which most likely it is, because these carburetors get gunked up and whatnot when you're not running non-ethanol fuel through them. It's just part of small engine maintenance, man. For $23 with a new spark plug, you really can't beat it. Now you could, back in the day, you would take this carburetor off and you'd pull it apart and you'd clean it. You'd pull your jets out and let it soak and all that crap. $23, I get me a new one, brand new, you know, so we'll go from there. So it comes with a few new gaskets. I'm gonna go ahead and throw them on. This here is your pulse adapter is for your Pulse fuel pump. It uses the compression off of the engine to create a suction on a vacuum line, and that's what runs your fuel into your carburetor. But you have to have this. You can see all this in the other video that I made on this golf cart. This is just an update and a maintenance video, and it's time for a carburetor. This here is the choke adapter that I was telling y'all about. The reason why this has to spin freely and smooth. Alright, so one of these gaskets is different than the original gasket. So I'm just going to put the original gasket back on there. It's not damaged or anything. We're going to go from there. Alright, so the carb's changed. Now we're going to see if she'll fire. It's probably going to take a couple minutes or a couple seconds to get it going. Being there is no fuel in that bowl. Just going to have to pump fuel in that bowl and then go from there. We're probably going to go ahead and change out the spark plug too. I got to take that air box back off because I forgot to hook the freaking throttle cable up. So that's a biggie, right? Now, I will tell you, I have changed this plug at least one time, maybe twice since I built it. It's not necessarily the factory plug that was in here. Okay, we're going to be putting an Autolite racing spark plug in it. I've run one in here before, and it makes it burn a little hotter, I guess. I'm not gonna say it gives it more horsepower, more pep. But I mean, I can tell a difference when I run these. Alright, new carburetor, new spark plug. Let's see what she does. Running good. It's 100% the carburetor, like I thought it was, because I mean she's running the best she's ever run right now. That's what they do with brand new carburetors on them. They run like tops. Leaving the yard yet. I'm going to do a lap around my track. I'm going to put it in neutral. Rev her up a little bit. Oh. She died on me. Here comes my toe. Yeah. Take it easy. Come on, give it. Back up some. I gotta take the brake off. All right, go ahead now. Take it easy. One, two, three. Right.
There's a block of wood.
Go up here and turn the wheel now. Alright. Push. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I think it's a fuel issue. I'm going to be replacing that fuel pump next. In this video here, this is my son Richard. He never helps me out. Never. I don't know why he's out here right now, but maybe he'll start helping me one day. But yeah, I'm gonna get back at it. This is Richard and Sawyer's rat rod that I built for them. They dog it out when it's running.
It didn't work. We put some stuff on.
Alright, so it turns out the fuel may have been turned off at the gas tank. I guess maybe it got turned off by accident. I don't know. We're running right now. Not running it hard. I still think there is a fuel pump issue. But I could just be wrong and could have had it turned off. I don't know. So